Nurkic is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Bailey. Then it's Sviatoslav Mikhailuk. And it's George in at the point guard position. And for Oklahoma City, two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. Well, Stan, now we're around the midway point of the regular season. What's something you're keeping an eye on moving forward?
I'd say the trade deadline. This is the time of the season where the rumors really start to swirl and teams understand their needs. I'm interested to see which teams will make a move.
Now here's George. Off target from three-point range. Nurkic against Hartenstein. Three-pointer. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander on the assist from Hartenstein.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Mikhailuk. He drops it from range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
From deep, SGA. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. SGA with a steal. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Now George. His last outing, we saw him score 22 to the inside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family.
And the first one at the line is good. And last season, the Jazz with the worst record in franchise history, Grant.
Yeah, losing with a plan, though. Utah, such a smart organization. If you're going to tear it down to the studs, do it in a good draft year.
Markkanen hits them both. For Lauri Markkanen, a really talented scorer, Stan. How do you think he's fared with more responsibility?
B.A., I think he's done very well. He's a prototypical stretch 4 who scores at an efficient rate, and with his elevated role, he's just grown in his confidence.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
That shot wide open.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Hartenstein. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's George. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. When we talk about Keontae George, what stands out to you the most, Stan?
Good question, B.A. I don't know that I'd pick one area. He's good at a wide variety of things. Can handle the ball, pass it, score it.
Take a break.
And that gives you flexibility in terms of the guys you put around him.
And he drops the first.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Toward outside. Outside, Williams. From deep, Holmgren. They get it again. And Hartenstein slams it in.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Here's Markkanen following the bucket by Oklahoma City, and the shot goes.
Well, he's got such a sweet shot, but at 7 feet, Markkanen can also hurt you down low. An all-around offensive talent.
Now here's Holmgren, and he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. SGA against George. Here's SGA. That one's good for 2. SGA's got 7 points in the game.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Dacknault and I were able to chat. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Hartenstein following the 3 by Utah. Pass to SGA, 6 to shoot. With a 9-footer, and off the front iron, and in it goes. 9 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Standings now that the new year is upon us. You look at Oklahoma City, they're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat. And of course the Jazz, pretty far behind right now. George passes to Bailey. Back to George. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
George against SGA. Dort outside. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Jazz.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
And he gets the bucket. Mikhailuk's got his second basket of the night.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Outside, Williams. From outside, off the mark. Jazz leading by 6. Nurkic passes to George. Pass to Markkanen. Shoots over Holmgren. And a great move by Lauri Markkanen. Markkanen's got 9.
Well, Markkanen poses such problems for a defense. He's got a variety of ways to score inside.
Williams' shot is good.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Jazz have got 7 of 8 in the basket. Pass to Mikhailuk. George, a screen on Dort. Here's Mikhailuk. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Thunder trail by 5. Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort up top. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Nurkic. And so it's Nurkic who brings up the ball for Utah. Nurkic, a screen on Hartenstein. George against Hartenstein. Markkanen. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. He's got 11.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Dort, right side. Pass to Holmgren. On the wing, SGA. 6 on the shot clock. He shoots it. Utah grabs the miss. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
It's never easy to win games when you're missing free throws. They had to be better.
Well, if you want to win away from home, Quite simply, you have to make your free throws.
Now here's Markkanen. 35 points for him last game against Golden State. Count that bucket. And now a 9-point Jazz lead.
Yeah, Markkanen staying after it. He has got it going.
Dort outside. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Dort. Now SGA puts up a three. Drops in the three. SGA's got 12 points in the game.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
Here's Bailey. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. George outside. Launches a three. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder trail by 6. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren deciding where to go with it. Oklahoma City, the rebound. Knocks down the long J.
Not afraid to shoot. Dort has become more confident in his jumper, and you see why.
Nurkic up top. Here's Bailey. Pass to Mikhailuk. Nurkic a screen on SGA. For three, George. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So for Oklahoma City, Wiggins, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Wallace in for Dort. Then for Utah, Sensabaugh comes in for Bailey. And it's Collier in for Mikhailuk. So it's Oklahoma City now. They trail by 6. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
You know, in that game, it was just too much disparity in effort level between the two teams, especially on the glass.
Well, truth be told, they got pumped on the glass. That was the difference in the game.
You're making it look easy. Gilgeous-Alexander is so skilled. The ball on a string. We see him do this time and time again.
Markkanen from long range. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 4 assists now tonight. And stolen by Markkanen. George against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Collier. Utah moving the ball around. Three-pointer. That shot off. Thunder trail by 7. Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside from behind the arc. Connects from downtown.
The simple bounce pass works at any level, including the highest level.
And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
Now here's George. He's got 7. Nails it from 3.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
Wallace, right side.
2 minutes.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Markkanen outside. Here's Sensabaugh. Still without a bucket. Lets it go from deep. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now. Outside, SGA. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
And we've become used to seeing this from Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the most versatile and dominant scoring threats in today's game.
Pass to Markkanen. Takes the three. Williams grabs the board. Thunder trail by 3. On the wing, Wallace. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Here's Sensabaugh. For 3. The rebound by Wiggins. And Wiggins has got the ball here for the Thunder. Here's Hartenstein. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Thunder lead by 1.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Nurkic. Inside, here's Collier. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Suns in Phoenix.
Yeah, he did a great job attacking the defense and getting to the line. That kind of aggression goes a long way.
Lets it fly. No good that time.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's the shot they wanted to take.
And so it's Lauri Markkanen making things happen for Utah. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Jazz.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Cason Wallace out there with Mitchell. Then it's Williams. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward position. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going in the second. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Back to you guys.
A great organization. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Williams is checked in for Williams. And a switch here also for Utah. Tshiebwe's checked in for Love.
At the line for 1, Mitchell.
Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Here's Sensabaugh, coming off a 12-point game. Shot clock at 6. Collier, no good.
That's the look you want. Gotta be disappointed coming up empty.
To the paint. Williams passes to Mitchell. And here's Wallace. Outside, Williams. Wallace outside. That's short off the rim. Utah's got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Pass to Tshiebwe. Down low. Here's Filipowski, and he sinks the 11-footer.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And here's Mitchell. He's coming off a 13-point game against Phoenix. Holmgren, left side. Now here's Wallace. Back to Holmgren. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. With this break, let's bring up the teams who've been clicking offensively over the last month. In third, the Thunder.
Well, their offensive efficiency has been incredible. It's why no one wants to play them right now.
Lou Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Then for Utah, Markkanen's checked in for Sheboygan. Bailey comes in for Hendricks. And Mikhailuk subbed in for Sensabaugh. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's Collier. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Markkanen outside. Out left to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Markkanen with a screen on Mitchell. For 3, Collier. The Jazz again can't hit. Oklahoma City's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Outside Mitchell. Holmgren against Markkanen. The kick out to Wiggins. From deep, Mitchell. Rebounded by Bailey. Utah leading. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, after winning the title, OKC secured their future. Significant extensions this summer for Chet Holmgren, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and both of their Jalen Williamses. The Thunder are building something for the long haul, guys.
An exciting young team. All right, Shams, thank you. And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Shot from the wing. Utah grabs the miss.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Pass to Markkanen. Fires the 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Wiggins finds Williams. Yep, that one goes. Williams has gotten his second bucket on the night.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Now Markkanen. Here's Collier. From deep. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5. For Oklahoma City, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Markkanen against Williams. Back to Wiggins. Outside for Dort. Clock at 6. Outside Mitchell. The 3 is up. The shot won't fall.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Pass to Collier. Here's Bailey, hounded by Wiggins. Back to Filipowski. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Bailey. Shoots over Wiggins. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one. Thunder trail by 4. Outside, Williams. Launches it. Rebound, Utah. Filipowski's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Collier. Now Markkanen. Now here's Filipowski. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. And here's Markkanen. The 3 ball. Mitchell grabs the miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Mitchell. And Utah with a change here too. Nurkic just checked in. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And over the 5 decades of the Jazz franchise history, almost half of those years, they were coached by the great Jerry Sloan.
Well, the Jazz were a team that took on Jerry Sloan's toughness and a willingness to fight at all times. Those days are in the past, but they still echo in Utah.
Bailey. It's Markkanen on the wing. Here's Bailey. Williams defending. Here's Collier. Markkanen sets a screen. Shot clock at 6. The Jazz again can't hit.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 18. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Gilgeous-Alexander is just that good, finishing the play through the foul.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
Williams is checked in for Chet Holmgren. George, he's checked in for Utah.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shai in the league.
Now here's George. 10 points for him. Pass to Nurkic. Back to George. Now here's Markkanen. Takes a 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Markkanen's got 21.
And that's his first triple this quarter. 3 total for the game.
And here's Dort. Here's Wiggins. Now Williams. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by George. Markkanen outside. Here's Bailey. It's George on the wing. Pass to Markkanen. Fires the 3. It's not going to go for him.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Dort, pass to SGA. Now Williams. It's guarded by Markkanen. Back to SGA. Oh, SGA going to town inside.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Here's Bailey. 5 points in the game. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Mikhailuk. Back to Nurkic. And here's Bailey for 3. Markkanen from long range. Yes! Markkanen from deep.
And they're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
Pass to Williams. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Wallace, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
First personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for 1. Kenrich Williams.
Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
Here's Markkanen. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
It is really hard to defend Markkanen at 7 feet. The blend of size and skill is incredible.
Mind the lane. One shot.
That's good for Markkanen. And a contract extension this summer for Jazz head coach Will Hardy.
Well, one of the youngest head coaches in the league. He has the respect of all of the other head coaches. He's part of that Spurs coaching tree, and his extension runs through 2031, which is a nice commitment from the Jazz.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line, a chance at a 3-point play.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher inside.
defensive foul.
Oklahoma City shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
First personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for your defender, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. 1 shot.
That's good from SGA. And despite their historic regular season success, OKC still had their doubters around the league rim.
Yeah, BA, and it was verging on disrespect if you ask me. But youth and inexperience counted against them. Now, they knew their true test would come in the playoffs, and they passed it with flying colors, taking home the championship. One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Utah leading. Here's Bailey. He's got 5. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Mikhailuk. They grab their own miss. Markkanen outside. From outside the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Mikhailuk's got 8.
And they're winning and playing with great confidence, but they need to be more efficient with those 3-pointers.
The open shot by SGA. Rebounded by Mikhailuk. Utah leading by 5. George outside. Markkanen with it. He's got 27. The shot by Mikhailuk, no good.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. This one for 3. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA's got 3 assists in the game. Nurkic up top. Pass to Mikhailuk. Now Markkanen. Utah moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Markkanen with a screen on SGA. George's shot is off. And it's Dort with the ball for the Thunder. Trailing by 2. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face them. And that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. Here's SGA. He nails it, and we're tied. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points now, just in this quarter. And for Utah, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game. Pass to Bailey. Here's Mikhailuk. Here's Bailey. 5 points in the game. No good from outside. And here is Williams. Wallace, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he banks in the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 30 points.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Williams against Markkanen. It's George on the wing. Pure from 3-point range. George has got 13 now. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have.
And so it's Lauri Markkanen making things happen for Utah. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. Back to the game after this break.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Draw. Mercury left the shot. Give it up for the participant.
Hello, everybody. No lack of drama tonight. The Utah Jazz might be taking this one all the way down to the wire.
What's impressed me, Ernie, is the ball movement. You need to make that extra pass to get good looks.
Assists have been key for them. I'm sure they'd like to replicate that down the stretch. And now, you know it, you love it. Time to see what fans are saying on social media. Got a question here from Jose and One Hero. Who's the #1 overall pick in the studio show draft?
It's Ernie Bartholomew Johnson. That's the franchise broadcaster right there.
Yeah, I agree. You just put some talent around Ernie and then come back later and you got a championship squad.
Well, look, guys, it takes a team effort, but thank you. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's SGA. Kicking off the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. Lauri Markkanen out there with Bailey. Then it's Sviatoslav Mikhailuk. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's George in at the point. Now here's Dort. They trail by 1. Hits a three-pointer. Williams has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Now here's George. Markkanen from long range. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 5th rebound in this one. Right side, Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the 3 off target. And for the Jazz, they're shooting at 49% so far in the game. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Jalen Williams is all-purpose. Thunder coach Mark Daigneault said, "You really can't find a weakness in his game. His greatness is the cumulative effect of all the things that he does. Basketball is a complex game. You can't be good at just one thing and be a great player, but he is good at everything." Back over to you, Ryan.
An all-purpose player. Thank you, Allie.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Bailey. Here's Mikhailuk. Dort defending. Shot clock at 5. George scanning the floor. Utah with another miss.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Dort a screen on George. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Jazz haven't been past the second round since 2007. Now trying to build a contender.
Well, BA, they know in the West that's a tall order. They got to be patient and build this thing from the ground up.
Shooting 2.
That free throw misses. And he's good on the second. Jazz trail by 5. Now George. He's got 13. Markkanen with it. 6 to shoot. Pass to Bailey. Here's Mikhailuk. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
Well, this will make you a little uneasy. Missing 4 in a row to start the 3rd.
looking around. Back to SGA. The three. Utah grabs the miss. Nurkic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. To the middle. Oh, look at the flush from Markkanen.
Putting that size and the shooting ability to work. Markkanen loves putting up big numbers for his team.
Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Holmgren outside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA, what a finish!
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Markkanen outside. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. And here's Bailey for three. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to SGA. And here's Hartenstein. Toward outside. Fires from deep. Utah grabs the miss. Here's Bailey. 5 points in the game. He gets it in there. Bailey's got 7 points.
Yeah, really nice to see Markkanen keeping his head up and finding the open teammate.
Outside, Williams. Dort, the pass to Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. The three-pointer off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to George. Down low. Here's Bailey. Markkanen outside. Over Holmgren. Markkanen misses.
The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
Williams from long range. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Pass to Markkanen. George, a screen on Holmgren. Here's Markkanen. Forcing the issue. Markkanen.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Outside, SGA. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Here's Mikhailuk. Give him 8. Pass to Bailey. It's George on the wing. The Thunder pull it in. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's SGA from the arc. And Williams with the basket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA's got 4 assists now tonight. Until Will Hardy calls the timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. And Utah with a change here too. Filipowski's checked in. And it's Utah with the ball. 9-point game. Bailey, the pass to George. From deep. Hartenstein pulls it in. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 16-6 run. Holmgren finds Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
You know what? They impress me from mid-range. I mean, understanding that there's more places to shoot than beyond the arc.
And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. Needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
Jordan. That's his 2nd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
What's up?
At the line for your Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting 1.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's George. 13 points in the game. Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Bailey. Williams defending. And Bailey gets it to go. Bailey's got 12 points.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Holmgren outside. Williams with the screen. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Filipowski with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. Bailey, the pass to Filipowski. Now here's Nurkic. Pass to Bailey. Clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the 2nd half.
Now SGA. Back to Hartenstein. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Sinks it from distance. Wallace has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Imagine how much bigger this lead might be if he were a little more selfish.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Hendricks is checked in for Utah. Well, we've seen outstanding defense this season, and here are the teams leading the way in steals. Oklahoma City, 2nd.
This team will punish you for sloppy ball control, no question. They've got a lot of fast-handed guys just waiting to take advantage.
Now here's Filipowski, tightly guarded. Tries the spin move. It's George on the wing. SGA covering. The Jazz again can't hit. Thunder leading by 10. Pass to Holmgren. Williams from long range. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
Oklahoma City ball.
And the Thunder in possession here. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Here's Wallace. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Wallace has got 10 points in the game. Now here's George. 13 points in the game. Here's Hendricks. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Utah shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
Line for two.
First free throw is good. So for Oklahoma City, Carlson, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Williams comes in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Wiggins in for Williams. Sensabaugh is checked in for Utah. Collier comes in for Mikhailuk. Both good from the line that time.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Thunder leading by 10. On the wing, SGA. He's got 38. Wiggins with a screen on George. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wiggins. Utah grabs the miss. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. And that'll be the 4th game of this 5-game road trip. Here's Sensabaugh, hounded by Wiggins. George outside. 5 on the clock. Utah with another miss.
They really need him to get it together. He's been ice cold this period.
Pass to Wallace. The kick out to Wiggins. Here's the 3. Knocks it down from distance.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. Trailing by 13. Filipowski in the high post. Pass to Collier. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Carlson.
Looking to answer the 3 from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
Here's Wallace. Off target from outside.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Collier. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Pass to Carlson. Now Wallace. Williams on the wing. Now Wallace. Let's go with a 3. Shot's no good. Made 4. He's missed 4 now. To the paint. Here's Filipowski. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Lou Dort comes in for Carlson. And Mitchell subbed in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And a switch here also for Utah. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for George. Dort outside. Here's the pick. The 3. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. Jazz trail by 11. Here's Filipowski. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Filipowski's got his 2nd basket on the night.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Dort, left side. Chalk up 2 there. Dort's got 5 points. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Williams is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then there's Mitchell. Then there's Lou Dort. And it's Williams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Markkanen misses.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got his 6th rebound on the night. Dort with a steal. Inside. Here's Williams. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Defensive foul. Lauri Markkanen. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for one. Kendrick Williams.
And that one misses. Jazz trail by 13. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Sensabaugh. Now Filipowski kicks it out to Markkanen. There's the three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Williams with it. He's picked up by Filipowski. Outside, Williams. And here's Dort. From downtown, it's hauled in by Collier.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from three.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Collier. Markkanen with a screen on Mitchell. Collier, no good. To the inside. The steal! To the paint. Markkanen using his size inside.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive, but he can't do it all by himself.
Dort outside. 4-3. Rebound, Utah. Hendricks has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Wallace, he's checked in for Williams. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Utah.
One shot.
Well, there's a 7-footer who can own the glass and hit shots from the outside. Lauri Markkanen is everything you want in a big.
Now here's Williams. The 3 from Mitchell. On target from range. And the Thunder lead by 11.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Wallace left side. Pass to Williams. No good with the triple. Jazz trail by 11. Here's Collier. And here's Filipowski. Checked by Mitchell. For 3, Collier. Mitchell grabs a miss.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offense.
Dort outside. Inside. Wallace, the pass to Wiggins. Dort for 3. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic is...
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Collier. Nurkic high post. Pass to Collier from outside the arc. The Thunder with the rebound.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Dort, a screen on Nurkic. Dort outside, beyond the arc. The shot that time not on target.
And just unable to get anything going tonight. I mean, his teammates have really bailed him out.
Shot's good by Collier.
Showing off the dribble moves, able to create for himself. I love it.
So it's Oklahoma City now. After the basket by Utah. Williams from long range sinks the tray. Williams has got 19 points.
He's put that first half behind him and looks like his confidence is back.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Collier. Marketed from long range. Offensive board. Great positioning on the putback.
And for Nurkic, one of his key attributes, the ability to keep the play alive on the glass.
Williams with it. Working on Filipowski. Two open that time. Made it look easy. And the Thunder lead by 13.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Back to Markkanen. The three. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. And a nice finish on the layup. Williams has got 16 points here in the second half.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Pass to Markkanen. Nurkic a screen on Dort. Markkanen from long range. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Wiggins got his 7th rebound here tonight. Wallace outside. Here's the three. The rebound by Markkanen.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Collier. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Right side, Williams. Here's Mitchell. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Mitchell's got 5 points in the quarter.
I just love the ball movement.
Pass to Markkanen. Now here's Nurkic. Here's Sensabaugh. Markkanen from long range. Sends it home from three-point land. Markkanen's got 39.
Well, Markkanen keeps the defense off balance with the quick trigger.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. For the Thunder, Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Wiggins. Holmgren comes in for Wallace. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. Then for Utah, Bailey's checked in for Filipowski. Mikhailuk comes in for Sensabaugh. And it's Keontae George in for Collier. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Mikhailuk. George passes to Markkanen. Here's Bailey. Pass to Nurkic. Markkanen outside. Puts up a three. Hartenstein pulls it in.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Here's Holmgren. And he gets it to go. And the Thunder lead by 16.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
To the middle. Tipped. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. Bailey, the pass to Markkanen. Utah moving the ball around. And here's George. Shot clock at 6.
Registering 3 threes in the first half. He hasn't hit one since.
That three's off the mark. Now here's Holmgren. Not a lot of room. Dort, the pass to Hartenstein. Now here's SGA. George defending. The shot. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. SGA's got 40 points.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Now here's Markkanen. Shoots over Holmgren. Markkanen misses. Markkanen against Holmgren. Let's loose for 3. Oh, the shot is off.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Nurkic against Hartenstein. Knocks down the trifecta.
Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his 1st in the second half.
Oklahoma City leading by 15. Outside Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes! Using that window!
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Jazz trail by 17. There's a minute 47 left in the final quarter. Markkanen with a screen on SGA. Beyond the arc. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Some quick hands there from Lowry into his motion fast.
And for the Thunder, they're shooting an even 50% since the 4th quarter got underway. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Stan, I have to ask, how important is it to have a big man in today's NBA?
That is a great question, B.A. And look, things have really changed. We went from big, strong guys in the league and centered our game around those guys to then people wanted to play small ball and be more skilled. But now what everybody's figured out is we can get that same skill from bigger guys, and bigger and better is better than smaller and better.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Thunder.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it showed.
And so they'll chalk up another win and put themselves at 31 wins on the year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Here's Mikhailuk. 36 seconds left to play in the 4th. Buries it from outside! SGA with it. Lays it in easily.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Bailey. Money from 3. So Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off.